Let's begin today's class in child's pose. Coming to the mat, keeping your knees close together or spreading them far apart as you sink your hips back to your heels, big toes touching. Forehead rests on the mat with your arms out long in front of you. Taking time to breathe. Breathing deep into the belly with every inhale. And with every exhale, slowly breathing out. Noticing the air. Letting your eyes close. Taking a deep breath in. And as you exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Maybe finding a gentle stretch down the side of your body. Inhale and walk the hands back through center. And exhale, walk the hands over to the right. Noticing if this brings up any sensations in the body. Inhale and walk the hands back to center. And exhale here in Child's. On your next inhale, begin to rise up to sit on your heels. And we'll find a toe stretch. So coming up to sit on your heels with your toes tucked under you and sinking your weight into your heels. Chest and spine are up and straight. Hands rest on your thighs. And if it's too intense of a stretch, always feel free to come up out of the pose and then maybe sink back into it. One more inhale and exhale into table. Hands come directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips. Engaging the core, back is flat. And we'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. And exhale, cat, round the spine, drop the head. Inhale, cow, drop the belly, open the chest, lift the chin. Exhale, cat, round the spine, drop the head. Keep moving like this at your own breath, finding a pace that's good for you. And after your next exhale, come and find a neutral spine and table. Next, we'll find a table with extended legs. Inhale and extend your right leg out straight to the side. And as you exhale, sink into it so that your inner thigh maybe finds the stretch. Still aiming to keep your hips level. And if your leg isn't completely straight, that's okay. Just enjoying this variation of table wherever you're at. Inhale and begin to bring your leg back underneath you, back into tabletop, and exhale here. Other side, inhale, extend the left leg straight out to the side, foot on the ground. And as you exhale, maybe sink into it, deepening the stretch. Inhale to return to table, gently bringing the leg back in. And exhale in table. Inhale. Exhale into puppy pose, walking your hands out long in front of you, dropping the chest towards the ground, letting the chin or the forehead rest on the mat, leaving your hips up in the air. As you squeeze your shoulder blades together, maybe finding that stretch all through the arms and the upper back. Inhale to rise up out of puppy, and exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, lift the hips up and back. Taking time in this first down dog of the day to pedal out the feet or wag the hips side to side. Taking whatever movements feel good as you warm up the entire body in this pose. Squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting the hips up towards the sky, and letting the heels gently sink back down to the mat. Inhale, bend the knees, and exhale, walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Hang out here for a little bit in this forward fold. Really letting your neck relax. Maybe nod your head yes or shake your head no. Take a ragdoll by grabbing opposite elbows with opposite hands. Maybe swaying side to side, keeping a gentle bend or a deep bend in your knees. And on your next inhale, slowly make your way all the way up into Tadasana, whether with a flat back or rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Meeting me in the strong mountain pose, hands by your sides. Taking a moment to really find this mountain pose, rooting down through the feet while turning and strengthening through the outer thighs, rotating those thigh bones outward, lifting up through the chest, engaging the core. Shoulders roll down your back, hands engaged by your sides, fingers strong, while reaching all the way through the top of your head. Every muscle is engaged here. Inhale, sweep the arms up long overhead, reaching tall. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, hands pressed to shins, thighs or the ground. And exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands and step back. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Keep the hips level. And exhale, low lunge. Step the foot forward between the hands. Take a moment to square the hips, pulling the right hip back and the left hip forward. And as you exhale, drop the left knee down to the ground. Inhale into Warrior Two, keeping this knee down on the ground. Hand spiral upwards, left leg moves to being parallel to the mat. Just as if we were all the way up in regular Warrior Two, but with your knee down, chest open to the side, finding the bend in the knee, reaching through both fingertips. Inhale to reach forward and exhale into Peaceful Warrior, keeping that knee down, flipping the right hand overhead, reaching back, option with your left hand to hold onto your hip or to take a deeper back bend and touch the ground behind you. Finding this modified Peaceful Warrior wherever feels good. Remembering to breathe. Inhale to come back up through Warrior Two. And exhale, extended side angle. Again, keeping the knee down to the ground as your right arm comes to meet your right thigh. Left arm sweeps along overhead, keeping that ear next to your bicep. Inhale back into Warrior Two. And exhale, low lunge. Hands come to frame the front foot. Back knee lifts up. Inhaling here. And exhale, step back into downward facing dog, gently, intentionally lifting up that back foot and quietly setting it down. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, hips are level, and exhale, low lunge, step the foot forward between the hands. Take a moment to square the hips, pulling the left hip back and the right hip forward. As you exhale, drop the right knee down to the mat. Inhale, Warrior Two, keeping the knee down. Arms spiral upwards. Right foot shifts out to the side behind you. Reaching through both fingertips, chest is lifted, gaze over the front. Left knee is pulling more towards the pinky toe, not sinking inwards. As you inhale to reach forward and exhale into Peaceful Warrior. Left hand reaches up as you take the small back bends. Right hand coming to the hip or coming to touch the ground behind you. Keeping the knee bent in your left knee. And inhale to come back through Warrior Two. And exhale into extended side angle. Left elbow comes to meet the left thigh as the right arm sweeps overhead, keeping your ear close to your bicep. Finding the length from your fingertip through your hip. Inhale back into Warrior Two. And exhale, low lunge, hands come to frame the front foot. Inhale to lift the back knee up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, quietly, mindfully lifting up the back foot and setting it back down. Let's do it all again. Inhale the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, low lunge, step the right foot forward. Inhale here. And exhale, drop the back knee down to the ground. Inhale, warrior two, keeping that knee down on the ground as you spiral your arms upwards, reaching through both of your sets of your fingertips, opening the chest. Inhale to reach forward and exhale into peaceful warrior. Again, option to hold on to your hip or touch the ground behind you. Finding that back bend, opening the chest. Inhale into warrior two. And exhale, extended side angle. Right hand comes to meet the right thigh. Right arm comes to meet the right thigh. As your left arm sweeps overhead. Inhale back into warrior two. And exhale, low lunge. Hands come to frame the front foot. Inhale to lift the back knee. And exhale, downward facing dog, quietly stepping the foot back. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog, and exhale, step the foot forward between your hands, low lunge. Inhale here, and exhale to drop the back knee down to the mat. Inhale up into warrior two, keeping the knees down. Lifting the chest, reaching through the fingertips. Inhale to reach forward and exhale, peaceful warrior, flipping it backwards. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, extended side angle. Left arm to left thigh, right arm long overhead, finding the length through the side body. Inhale up into warrior two. And exhale, low lunge, hands come to frame the front foot. Inhale, lift up the back knee. And exhale, downward facing dog. One inhale in this down dog. And exhale into child's pose, knees drop to the mat, sinking back into the heels. Forehead comes to rest on the mat, arms out long in front of you. Again, breathing deeply all the way into the belly. Deeply and fully. Inhale in child's. And as you exhale, make your way onto your stomach, lying flat on the mat. Place your hands right by your shoulders. And inhale either into baby cobra or full cobra. If in baby, you'll just push off the mat a little bit, just a little bit, or you can take full cobra and attempt to straighten your arms as you take a deeper back bend. Remembering to breathe in both poses. Legs are long behind you. And exhale to slowly lower back down to the mat. Taking a breath in here on your stomach. And exhale, make your way back into child's pose. Taking your time to get there. Moving gently. Inhale in child's, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale for pigeon on the right side. Right knee comes to right wrist. Check on the back foot, make sure it's straight and not sickling inward as you inhale to open the chest, and exhale, fold over the front leg. Always having the option to not fold if you don't want to and you wish to stay upright in your pigeon. Relaxing into the pose, closing your eyes, and breathing deep. Inhale and begin to lift up out of pigeon. And exhale, downward facing dog. Again, gently, quietly picking up the foot and stepping it back. Inhale the left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And exhale, pigeon. Bring the left knee towards the left wrist. Checking on the back foot, making sure it's straight as you inhale to open the chest. And exhale to fold forward. Keeping your hips balanced in the center and not falling over to one side. So you notice the difference between this hip and the other side. And breathing into it. Inhale and begin to lift up out of pigeon. And exhale, downward facing dog, gently lifting up the foot and quietly stepping it back. Taking one more inhale in this down dog. And exhale, come and find a seat on your mat. Half Lord of the Fishes. Bend your left leg in front of you on the ground, and then set your right foot on the ground outside of the left thigh with that right knee pointed up. Inhale, and as you exhale, twist to the right, placing your left arm on the outside of your right thigh. Right hand comes behind you. Inhaling and finding length in your spine. And exhaling and maybe twisting a little deeper. One more inhale. And exhale to undo the twist, letting the legs return back into a regular seat. Other side. Bend the right leg in front of you, leaving that leg on the ground. And then set the left foot on the ground outside of the right thigh with that knee pointed up to the sky. Inhale here. And as you exhale, twist to the left, placing your right arm on the outside of your left thigh, and your left hand is placed behind you. Inhaling again to find length in the spine, and exhaling to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale and exhale to release the pose, unwinding, returning to your seat. Inhaling here and exhale to slowly lie down flat on your back. And when you get here, inhale for happy baby, holding on to the soles or the big toes of your feet. As you bring your knees into your chest, knees pulling down towards your armpits while kicking up into your hands. Maybe rocking from side to side, just like a little baby. Inhale and exhale to release the pose. Inhale, drawing the knees into the center of the chest. And exhale, drop the knees over to the left for a supine twist. Right arm extends out long to the side. Gaze over those right fingertips. Inhale, bringing the knees back to the center of the chest. And exhale, drop the knees over to the right for a supine twist, extending the left arm out long to the side. Gaze over the left fingertips, keeping both shoulders on the ground. Inhale and bring the knees back to center. And exhale for Shavasana, lowering everything down to the mat. Letting your arms and your legs take up as much space as they'd like. You're allowed to take up space. Letting the toes fall to the sides, letting the knees fall to the side. Letting go of any tension being held in the legs or the hips. Unclenching the stomach. Snuggling the shoulder blades underneath you so that they lie flat on the mat. Letting the fingers curl. And the lips part. The brow unfurrow. And your eyes close. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and slowly exhaling out, letting your breathing deepen once again as you begin to come back into the space around you. Maybe bringing some gentle movements into your fingers and your toes. And slowly make your way over onto one side, maybe using your arm as a pillow. Keeping your eyes closed all the way if that's comfortable for you. Push yourself up into a seated position. Spine is long and tall, head follows, hands rest on your knees, palms facing up or down. And bring your hands in prayer at the center of your chest and bow your head towards your hands. Share some gratitude with yourself for coming to practice today, for taking time today for this, for you. And thank you for joining me today on the mat. Namaste.